Ah yes, Minecraft Snapshot 24W31A. That's sad. Real sad. Even though Minecraft Snapshot season appears to be on hold for at least another week, the next Minecraft update is already looking quite big and super cool. Today, let's take an early look. Cat's out of the bag, let's get the big kahuna out of the way. Minecraft 1.21.1 quite famously is the update at last that 5 years later, well, almost, the bundle, the sweet, the beautiful, the one and only the bundle is finally making its way to the game. Now this version of the bundle has been essentially unchanged for what, like, I don't know, 3 years now? Something like it? Quite interestingly indeed, when this thing was teased and re-revealed a little over a month ago at this point, the UI that we got a small taste of in the Minecraft monthly video, well, it was actually a completely and entirely different UI. Now, sure, you could argue that UIs are just inherently different on Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock, but still. Backing up a little bit, I suppose, everyone kind of just assumed that the footage that we saw was over on Minecraft Bedrock because the big announcement was that the bundle is finally coming to Minecraft Bedrock soon. Given that the devs' only main care in the world is a version parity right now, that presumably means the next Minecraft Java update will also come with the bundle too. And whenever that update does come with the bundle, this old dusty UI, I think it's potentially at least halfway likely that it gets completely redone. The crafting recipe for the bundle is also, at least in my opinion, a little bit interesting. You see, the big problem with the bundle is the fact that this thing is meant to be an early to mid-game thing, and finding enough rabbit hide inside of your world, unless you're like inside of a desert biome like we were in the 1.21 hardcore, or like just in a biome where a lot of rabbits tend to exist, then it might be a little bit more difficult to get your hands on it. Back when this thing was in snapshots like a million years ago, also people were always on about the crafting recipe being, you know, maybe not exactly optimal. So not only do we know that the bundle will be making it to the game, but I also think it's quite possible that we end up seeing quite a few revamps concerning this thing. After all, there was this image right here that for legal reasons my counsel has advised me to blur. I don't know if it's legal for me to show you it, but it was a leak of a different texture of the bundle that we don't have in the game. And directly related to the bundle, let's think back to Minecraft 1.19 point something, the Vex, the revamp. Look at how beautiful this thing looks. Ever since the revamp, I mean, it looks good, and pixel consistency, right? Then after that, in one of the 1.20 follow-ups, we got the bat, the brand new beautiful version of it. How about the rabbit? If there's any time to update the rabbit and get a little bit of pixel consistency and modernity to it, well, maybe the update that actually, you know, adds the next rabbit feature to the game is the time to do it. It'd kind of just be like the whole wolf update alongside the armadillo. Let's get our tinfoil textured thinking hats out for a second and head over to Kojo Max for this next one, a Minecraft dev. Alright, so I might be insane here, but what happened to the hard? Kojo tweeted this the other day, and then there was no snapshot. To add a little bit of context to this totally could just be an Aurora reference, and if that is, chef's kiss. But recently, we've got quite a bit of other bangers from Kojo Max as well that definitely feel like teasers. Something is a skill issue. I guess we could have maybe filled in the blank, but I also wonder if this is maybe referencing an upcoming change. Tell me a story that inspired you recently. This is an interesting one. Maybe it's just like being a nice friend or something, or maybe it relates to an update. If we're wishful thinking, we think back to the past, anytime the developers start teasing things inside of an update, well, that's just about when they're about to get real spicy. Okay, so take a seat before I show you this next one, because once I show you it, you will be floored. I'll go ahead and give you a second. I don't know your situation. Maybe you watch these videos standing up. Maybe you're like laying down. Well, sit up. 117 bug fixes as of the recording of this video, and after I recorded this video, after I put it out, there could even be even more bug fixes. 117 bug fixes slated for the next Minecraft snapshot, presumably Minecraft 1.21.1. This is actually absolutely insane. I have never seen this before, like quite literally ever, and I hate to do it to you, but just keep it in mind because we're gonna come back around to it. Minecraft 1.21, the big theme of it. Let's think back for a second. Oh wait, how could we have forgotten already? It's the trial chamber. Yes, the 1.21 update was all about this thing. And if you can remember, right at the end of the snapshot cycle, well, there was weirdness afoot. Alrighty, so before we move into this next bit, I wanted to jump in after the fact, after I finished this video and after yesterday's massive preview, and say there are new things coming to the trial chamber. But I'm kind of more so talking about even more potentially coming to the chamber. Anyways, you'll see. Heartless Mosh. Maybe this is where he gets the name from. Maybe it was the Weeknd song, but Heartless Mosh. So pretty recently, will no longer stagger as easily. In the context of Mosh's other tweets, this might be about some of the games Mosh has been checking out recently. But Mosh, a couple of months ago, right before the end of the 1.21 snapshot cycle, there were some interesting tweets that definitely felt like they were like hints or teasers. These ones, 3x3x1 is a lie. That's probably a reference to the door. But what about, oh wait, I forgot about the last one. What about honeypot? What about diagonal? What about vertical? Yeah, quite a bit of oddness afoot indeed. At the time, it was heavily speculated that this meant, hey, there's a couple more chambers coming to the game. After all, once we did our deep dive into the structure, we found out that a lot of the chamber rooms still have their very early name, where it's just like a number or something. Later on, once the more cool chambers were added, like this one for example, they actually got proper names. I believe this one's called Assembly. At the least though, other things like Stair Spike, they seem to be small variations on maybe things going on inside of the trial chamber. Imagine how cool a couple of randomly, cruelly placed pointed dripstone could be inside of the structure. Like, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more attention as to where you're jumping off of things and going down, because maybe pointed dripstone, I don't know, the breeze will hit you, you'll fall, and you'll take a ton of damage. It'll be really, really bad and probably a little tragic. I almost forgot, so I wanted to refresh everyone here that remember, allegedly, there are some other variants, or at least the things coming to the trial chamber whenever Minecraft 1.21.1 hits. Whether those things are just going to be small, simple fixes, new puzzles, traps to dodge and maybe look out for, no matter what, something is on the way. And if there are actually, like, new chambers on the way, maybe Mojang has used their time off over the summer to really plan things out, well, that is going to be one of the best follow-ups to Minecraft 1.21. Minecraft 1.21.1. The update is looking interesting already. You know what's also looking a little bit interesting? The like and subscribe button. After you double check and make sure you're subscribed. I've seen some people saying that they were unsubscribed again recently, so, yeah, that's great. But the like button, kindly go ahead and give that a quick tap. It helps YouTube know to send these videos out worldwide. 117 bug fixes. This stuff is insane. And over the past couple of weeks, while I've been watching these bugs for you, I found that some of these bugs trace all the way back to 2014. They're ancient. First up, this one, for example. I mean, this is not 2014, but this is 2021 1.18. Some Explorer maps would miss their icon. Essentially, if the icon of whatever structure it was that was meant to be on that map was right near the border, well, then the icon just wouldn't show up. That could be a problem for the trial chambers too. Mob armor, kind of an ironic place to show this one off, being inside of the Mushroom Island biome and all, but mob armor. Did you know that for a long time, mobs that spawn with armor, well, they've been generating incorrectly, at least according to the bug tracker and logic. Let's enter a theoretical world of theoretics for a second. This husk right here. Let's say this husk spawned with armor. Well, if it spawned with armor, it would most likely spawn with boots first, then leggings if it has like 2 pieces of armor, then the chest plate, and then last but not least, if it's a fully armored up zombie, and only if, then it would have a helmet as well. The order is meant to be reversed. This is one of those bugs that has been in the game for years on years on years, tracing all the way back to Minecraft 1.15.2. Theoretically, once this one is fixed, this should mean that mob spawning with a helmet should be a whole lot more common, and mob spawning only with boots, well, I don't know if it'll happen. Back over to the trial chamber. Maybe this is a bug that has unfortunately affected you. I've never experienced it though. So inside of a trial chamber, nowadays we've got 2 different kinds of vaults. We've got the plain old standard one, and then we've got the ominous vault that is always marked with the red candle. These ominous vaults are a little bit more rare. Usually you'll be able to find them spawning inside of some of the trial chambers, which by the way, certain chambers are missing blocks. So hopefully that'll get fixed too. Anyways, I guess sometimes the trial chamber can sometimes accidentally not degenerate an ominous vault. No bueno. Now, while we're here, let's take a look at one of the most crazy looking items in the entire game. Yes, the dragon egg. So taking a look at this dragon egg right here, there's actually a small issue with the texture. The issue is really hard to see, but zoom in on that spot right there. This pixel right here, I'll take these crosshairs away so you can see it. Take a look at that pixel. It doesn't actually line up with the other ones. In fact, one of the pixels right there is too long, the other one is too short. A fix for this strange pixel-related bug is finally on the way. Another one of those ones has been in the game for quite some time. Bees. Oh, man, they're adorable. They're so perfect. Now, let's say it's raining. The bees do not like the rain. If it's raining, the bees all go back to their home. And then me, being the vicious monster I am, I will go ahead and light this TNT on fire, explode the bee nest. The bee nest should go away. The bees are here. But look, they don't care that I'm out here and, yeah, causing a lot of damage to their environment. Let's just go ahead and put that back. As good as new. Another fix for squid rubber banding, an issue that totally brought the nostalgia back to me, has been implemented as well. I didn't know squid were still rubber banding, though. Maybe that's like maybe more so on a server, but yeah, that's a throwback. That one throws me back. I remember when all of the squid in like any world, they start like floating up into the sky and just being weird and everything. That actually throws me back to like season 2 of the guide. I feel like I remember one time like a squid floating up by that river that was by the desert in our world and me being like, what in the world? Now, stay tuned for bug fixes because we'll go over even more of them once the actual snapshot drops, but another one that is pretty nice to see is a little bit more consistency when it comes to wind charges canceling fall damage. If you've had any issues with this in 1.21 where, like, you know, they're meant to always cancel fall damage, well, yeah, hopefully sometime soon, the whole fall damage fix will be implemented. Now, last but not least today, I'd like to dive into a little bit more speculation than hard, cold facts, experiments, villager trade rebalance. What if I told you it's... Well, what if I told you it's been a year? Yes, this time last year. In fact, this week last year, Snapshot 23W31A implemented the first of a couple of villager changes. I can't believe it's already been so long. The Wandering Trader, please. I hope these changes are not lost. Like, at least, why would you have not, like, pulled the Wandering Trader changes out of this change? The Wandering Trader is kind of a different villager anyways, right? And I don't think I can name one single person that didn't like these ones. The villager changes, they seem to have gone on a little bit of a pause for maybe the Minecraft 1.21 update cycle. They were maybe a little bit more controversial than the devs hoped. Either way though, these villager revamps, some of them were actually pretty cool and kind of decent. Meanwhile, other ones, yeah, maybe you could argue they needed a little bit more work, or at least leashable boats. And well, that's a thing now. A small handful of the villagers were updated, but definitely not all of them. I wonder if maybe coming up soon inside of the new snapshots, we will see a continuation of the villager update. What about, say, something like the farmer villagers? What about, say, the pirate villagers over here? There are so many other villagers that never got an update that totally feel like they totally could get an update, right? Throw a little bit of big-nosed villagers into this mix of trial chambery, bundly soup of a Minecraft 1.21.1 and... man, it looks like we're due for a pretty interesting update. My patrons, huge thank you for helping me make content like this. The Duke of Pixie Phantom, Awkward Burb, Deb K, and Fateful Grimoire, you are the best. On the end card is a video and a playlist. Pick one of them, check them out. I think you'll love it. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been me, Waddles, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.